Oh man, I know that.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Knows how to do shit.
That's Mike Lemon's got that. He's working. All right, here we go. We're going to run down tonight. We have a special guest in the crowd tonight. So first up, we got Herb Brooks coming up to talk to us. Every time I think of Herb Brooks, though. I was thinking the coach. My bad.
He's Dan Sports Shop, license.
You turn that to
You gotta get up here.
No, I'm not going up.
turn that camera to him. Yeah, for people that aren't here. Well,
Yeah, he's on vacation.
yeah, good choice.
You don't put me in it.
That looks good. Stay right there. Turn around, John.
Hi, I'm Herb Murphy. I'm at Dan Sports Shop.
Hey!
Licensed with WBSACC, not with OHSA, KHSAA. You guys call and ask me all the time. No, I don't have them. Smitty dealer, so whatever you guys are needing, including the new Tri-State patch. We got the new Tri-State patch. Since you can't wear your WBSSAC stuff during Tri-State Youth Football Week. I got a couple handouts there. We've got an online portal. Most important thing is we got the stuff in the shop, guys. Come down, try it on, make sure it's what you want, get what you need. And then when you're Thursday night running to a middle school game and you forgot this, forgot that, there it is. Nobody else is going to have it for you guys. We've got a new pant this year from Smitty, ultra tapered. The first time I heard that, ultra tapered, I thought, not for this crowd. But it turns out most of us end up cutting off the ultra part before we hem them, and all that's left is tapered, so we don't have bell bottoms. But,
Hey guys, I will tell you, I bought a pair of those. It's the best officials pants
You
I've
guys-
ever had.
I've got a pair right here if you guys want to see them.
Do you alter?
They're really comfortable.
Can you guys do
They're
alter?
very
Yeah,
comfortable.
we do alterations.
That's huge right there.
Dennison's wife can do it, and so can the angry Hungarian.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of people that can do alterations because I know that's a
Come on,
big deal
Lance.
when you're buying the pants. Neptune, did you get everything taken care of with Rex? Awesome, fantastic.
Try them on, Lance.
Well, it's super tapered. Here, feel them. It's nice and soft.
Oh,
So if
yeah.
you guys haven't been down, Herb has everything you need, from to hat carriers,
Have they got a crease in them?
shirts, and thankfully he's been able to jump on board with the new Tri-State patch that they're going to want to go through. It's been a little crazy with what they're doing. He's going to be able to press it on. So it's going to be about the same price.
They go a lot
When
lighter.
you look at it, it's going to be about the same price as your SSAC shirt. Herb tried to get something, but you know, the shirts are the shirts. He's doing the press-ons for free, but they're still going to be about the same price as the SSAC shirt. So,
Still a Smitty shirt.
Yep.
That's what it is. Yeah, online portal. I'll put the link to our online store
guys,
on the RCFOA Facebook page this evening since I leave.
And-
And there you go, guys.
so if you guys haven't seen, I've got a pair of black shorts, got RCFOA, the football logo, got the T-shirt. You can get those pullovers, that gray one I had that says RCFOA. You can get those on that portal and everything. There's a lot of great stuff, not in store, but on the website. But you have to order through the website.
It's individual crews, when you guys want to do something special as a crew, a Friday night crew, we can do that for you too as well.
Cool.
Doing several crews already.
So we have a great resource, so make sure you're taking advantage. Having it local is really, really, really helpful. Any questions for her?
Now, you do have orange bean bags.
Yes, yes.
Make sure you tell them that.
Yeah, orange beanbag.
You do have accessories.
No,
Just
yeah, I got the accessories. No OHSAA logos, no KHSA logos, but everything else we got, accessories, apparel. All right.
All right, thank you so much, Herb. We appreciate you being here. Thank you, Herb. All right, now, next up, we got John Barker's coming up to talk about the Hall of Fame.
You want a chair?
No, I don't want a chair. All right, guys. Sorry I couldn't be here last week. some personal issues have come up lately, and I apologize to the committee not getting with you. I don't have everybody's cell phone number, but Brent's gonna be able to email me your all cell phone numbers, and I'll get back with you, and then I'll get up with the group. The committee is made up of all the white hats, plus whoever else want to be involved. Bob Shelton, you still want to be involved? Okay, I need Bob Shelton's information as well.
Good job, Bob.
Appreciate that. And Mark Jordan as well as that. He said he would help if he need any help, but I think we're good. Hell with Mark Jordan. Sorry about that, Mark. And then we'll get those nominations going. And then we got banquet coming up a little bit later. And you got my information on that.
Yes, sir.
So, as of right now, as long as I'm the chairman of this committee, I'm not gonna be, I won't take myself out of any kind of nomination, as long as I'm the head of this committee. So don't nominate me. There's so many other ones that should go in way, way before me. They're in this room right now. So, that's all I've got right now for you. We are still set, I believe, to have elections on the September 2nd, am I right?
Yes. So, guys, today is August, what? Third or fourth. So we've got less than a month, so make sure you discuss it amongst your crews, think about guys that are out there, you have the list of people that have been nominated. Think about those that have been retired for a few years that can go in, make sure you're getting these people nominated. We can take up to 6 this year because we didn't do it.
I thought that was.
I can't remember, we figured out what year we didn't do it. But we really want to make sure that we're getting these guys done.
No, sorry about that. Delmar is on the committee.
Right. So, also, nomination for officers, who did we put? We had Mike Lemons, who else on the committee?
Michael Evans, Delmar Stanley, Eddie Taylor, Kenny Han,
That's fine, let him go with that too, because we need to know these guys too.
Larry Smith, Todd Meadows, Brad Simmons, and Barry Ellis, and Bob Shelton.
That's for their Hall of Fame, okay? Those are the guys, if you can think of somebody, I mean, we've got Joe Fagans that's been out there for a few years, he definitely needs to be in the Hall, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
there's
like
some,
Queenie.
Yeah, Queenie needs to be in there as well. Those guys both did a lot of good games.
there's Jerry Bartram, there's a lot of good guys out there.
No,
Who?
no,
No, Jerry's not in.
the nomination, he's not in, and that's another guy, I mean.
There's a lot of good John Quinn still in there.
And if you younger guys have questions, ask the older guys. These are
Andy
me.
McSwain, there's some good guys out there. They did a lot.
Absolutely.
We have a divide, right, between the young guys that are in.
Yeah.
We have no idea what the old guard
Right.
have done.
Right.
Is there a way that the committee
Yeah.
vote for the people who know those, and then with the people who we do know, current or just past in the last 5-6 years?
Yeah.
Let the association vote on those names.
I like that idea.
So that way, we have no, I couldn't tell you about Jerry Bartram or one of the other guys. I couldn't tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we would go like, hey, Kenny says, oh, this guy's great, but I don't know him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
That's a good idea, or guys like Wayne and Delmar that have been around for a while, could talk about some of these guys. I worked Friday nights with Jerry Bartram back in the '90s, so I can speak highly of
it's
him.
just an idea.
Right.
That
I
way,
like
we
that.
get those guys in that need to be in,
Yeah.
because if I don't know them, I'm not voting for them.
Right.
You know, what happens, usually they vote for the crew.
Right.
So they're on our crew,
Yeah.
okay, boom, that's how they get the vote.
Okay.
And guys like that, not unintentionally, don't get taken care of, they should.
Right.
It's recognition.
Okay, so Phil brings up a very valid point.
I'll tell you who.
So, who says it?
Maybe the Hall of Fame committee can make a portfolio for each one of the nominees.
That would be a good idea.
If we can get that information.
Another, yep, Billy?
I was saying, what does the committee do
You know, it's like the baseball.
The veteran committee and then.
Yeah, they do two, and then we do four or three, or.
That's not a bad idea either. So all these things are valid. The other thing I was thinking, and I just lost it. Man, it's happened twice today.
You want me to play it back, Dave?
COVID fog,
Huh? COVID fog, that's what it is.
vaccine fog.
Well, the committee's probably gonna be through a text, a group text.
Right.
Okay? So, we can form those things and bring them up in the future, all right? But let's stick with what we got right now.
Right.
I don't think we're ready for a change like that in a second. But I think as a committee, as we talk, we can form things and bring it into you as a group, and then bring it on, bring it as a motion, and second it, then we can go forward from there. That's probably the best way. For right now, you got a lot of shit you gotta deal with, sorry for my language. You got a lot of stuff still you gotta do before you wanna get out of here. Personally, after we're done with the banquet part of this, I'm gonna head out. Gotta go home and protect my family.
See, you said shit, now YouTube's gonna demonetize my platform.
You said it, did it?
Get it out.
Yeah, I can't do that. So nomination for officers, all four are open. Mike, Scott, who else was on that committee? Bob? Okay, Mike, Scott, and Bob.
Well, Bob's getting them all, ain't
Bob's
he?
doing it all, I like it.
That a baby.
So if you have any nominations, give them to those guys. Banquet, we're gonna talk about the banquet again. So we have some pricing for Rocco's Green Room. If you've not been, it's a really neat area, really neat location, just down from the restaurant. It's separate from the restaurant, but they're connected by the back door. $22.95 a person,
All
cash
right.
bar. So you gotta buy your own, but it is $22.95 a person.
What was,
Waiving
what
the
was
rental fee.
Yeah.
Creekside last year? About the same, wasn't it?
Something like that, except, yeah, because we had to buy your own beer there too.
Or
Yeah.
cash bar.
Yeah, but $22.95, I imagine it'll be lasagna, salad, rolls.
So why don't you take a count on the 12 that's gonna be there?
There you go.
You know, coming,
No, I'll be there, I'm saying the 12 that'll be there.
I'll be there.
I mean, we got, what?
13.
40 people.
You could add two more.
What, we got 40 people here?
Yeah,
And just curious, what's the reason they don't wanna come?
I don't know.
Well, no,
we talked
I'm
about
just
it.
saying, ask the group, ask the group.
Robert said some people have to work.
Yeah,
Some.
we talked about that.
Some people.
We
have
talked
work.
about it a couple
All
weeks
right, I
ago.
bet
You
if
were
we
at that
turn around
meeting,
and
you'd
see
have
who
heard.
works,
It's still,
one, maybe two others.
We talked about this first meeting, you weren't here.
Oh, okay.
Wayne was working.
I was working.
Yeah. His excuse is he forgot.
So, Wayne, we tabled it.
I mean, it doesn't matter, I mean,
November the 9th.
Yeah, still Monday.
And Monday the 9th.
Yeah, 1 and 10. You got 7, 6, is it 7 to close the season?
It's the Monday after.
Monday after the
closing
season. I think
Right.
the last game is 7.
Monday, I thought- So the Sunday at 4 o'clock deal is not.
Oh, yeah, we talked about Sunday, that's the thing. Does that still work for everybody? I like that idea.
I thought.
Yeah,
I
we
thought
talked about Sunday.
That's what I told Rocco.
Have to work on Monday?
Second. On Sunday at 4 o'clock.
Oh, November 2nd. So it'll be the Sunday
it's a
before the
Monday,
season's
you have to go
over.
to work on a Tuesday.
Don't matter, man.
Okay, just curious, and again, this will knock out, not worried, if 10 people want to show up, 10 show up. I know with the place
Del Mar.
last year,
Yeah.
we paid, if we said 30 people was coming,
Uh-huh.
we paid for
Don't pick
30,
your name.
and if 14 showed up, we still paid for 30. Now, well, no, that's what is that what this is too?
No, we're
Or
gonna
do
prepay
you
this year.
order by-
If you say you're coming, you're gonna pay ahead of time. Cause I know, I put money in, multiple people have put money in to cover the cost last year. What's up, Tom?
So, another,
Tyler.
Absolutely, throw it out there.
would be,
I know you saw it.
what we done in baseball, we had the same thing, 30 people are coming.
Yep,
I'm coming for years,
Uh-huh.
and 10 people would show up.
right,
Once we give them a number, we are stuck on that number.
right.
You know what I'm saying, so we're paying for it. So our association would lose.
Yeah.
Goodwill intention, they all wanna come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, things change, people forget. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So whatever happens, what we did to make it easier in another sport was, we raised your dues no matter what. Everybody, they voted on it.
Uh-huh.
They raised their dues $25 to cover the, so their immediate, they are covered.
Yeah,
So we say we have 40 people in the association, they say they're showing up, they're already paid for it.
okay.
So there isn't a loss, us looking at each other in the bank with Kenny going, hey, we gotta pay for 30 people that didn't show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we did that, and it's just a suggestion.
Right.
It would eliminate the cost fee of fear of having the banquet, and we know we can always have it.
True.
If they bring a wife, they gotta pay it when they get there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if their wife comes, they're saying, hey, plus one,
Yep.
here's $25 more. That's just a suggestion.
It is. Now, to do that, we have to change the bylaws.
And not this year.
Right.
It's just a suggestion.
And we do have to do a bylaw change, just so you know. We do have to do a bylaw change
I don't even remember.
due to, since the SSAC is now allowing 16-year-olds, ours says 18 and over, so we do have to change our bylaws. There's a couple other minor things in there we need to tweak, so we'll be going over that as well, but that's to come.
You need a committee for that too?
Yep.
Bob?
Bob, Bob's on it. I'll send you the Word document. It's all you, buddy.
So we're still for Monday tonight, or Monday.
Monday's the 9th. Monday's the 10th, Sunday's the 9th.
Okay, that's one thing. We talked about Sundays, Mondays, Sundays. Would Sunday at 4 be better than Monday at 6 for a banquet? Show of hands. Monday, Sunday, Sunday.
What you got, Sunday?
All right.
It don't matter.
Monday.
It don't matter.
All right. So yeah, I put you out the.
I don't care.
Okay.
The two votes right there.
Either day.
All right. Sunday had more, so we'll go Sunday the 9th.
You're gonna take that off.
Second, I heard second.
So do we want Rocco's? It's very similar to Creekside.
Sunday the ninth, 4 p.m.
Yep. Very similar to Creekside as far as the cost. The food will be, I don't know.
It'll be salad and it'll be pasta.
Yeah. It's Rocco's, so it'll be good.
Yeah.
And they do have a cash bar there, so beer, wine, whatever.
That they start.
So, all right. So we good with that?
Well, I told him enough for 35 people.
Yep. So.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
What, I can't
It'd be the same
remember
ones
what,
there every year.
I can't remember what we had last year.
I don't
It
know.
may have been 20, maybe.
They hit me with the room fee, so I'm not paying extra
Yeah.
this year. We go
We didn't
Rocco's.
have the Hall of Fame service,
He
though.
waived the $300.
Yeah, I thought John was doing it for us.
We had
No, it's
pizza,
fine.
we had pizza.
So,
$5.
all right, so that'll close the old business. So new business, we got Brent Jolliker coming up. He's got something to talk about.
8:05.
Hey, a couple things here real quick.
On camera, Brent. Or video.
You gotta stand up.
Nah, don't turn it.
We got everybody here.
We got you.
Couple things
Hey,
here real
John, a little
quick.
bit.
First of all, again, I know some of this is repeat from previous meeting or even the email that I sent. Ironton's decided to do a scrimmage at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. They're looking for
It's already
people.
covered. It's already covered.
Okay, scratch that. Those of you, the rookies here, you should be getting an email hopefully tomorrow from Rex Foster from the SSAC about next steps for finalizing your registrations there. That paperwork is being submitted. He should have it tomorrow, and then he's normally pretty good about emailing that out. I'm gonna send you a link for you to go through to pay your registration through Arbiter with a discount and all that stuff. For first year, I think it's just a
Just pay the background check.
it's just a background check.
His kickback says that SC will be slow until August 11th,
Okay.
just so you know.
All right.
It's
OHSAA. There are, by my count, as far as the people that are connected to us with the association, 8 of you that your registration, your eligibility is not complete yet. You need to double check. What I see right now, New Scott Atkins, Kenny, Han, Ronnie Kilgore, Phil Porter, Brad Simmons, Steve Simmons, Tubby's not here. There's something with yours that's not squared away. When I've been told, there's 2 kind of things that tend to be tripping people up. One of them is concussion certification. And if the email address that you use for Dragonfly is different than the email address that you use with NFHS Learn course, that's causing an issue. So you've got to kind of manually upload there. The others are, if you registered late in Ohio, you have to take some renewal course. Phil can explain it all to you. It's a 10-minute thing, but so that may be handing you up. But if I mention your name specifically, you need to check your registration status in Ohio before you go ineligible to work this year, because they will take you off of contracts before the games start.
Which Sky Atkins was that?
New Scout. So, and again, I would say everybody, just check yourself, even if I didn't call your name, just to make sure because right now you may have shown up being good, but if you haven't watched the state rules meeting yet, that may change. So get your state rules meeting changed. The local meeting attendance, and finally, as I saw today, is available for me to start inputting yet. It may not show up for you until Friday, but I will be updating that tonight when I go home. Ohio only requires 4 education credits, so I'm only putting 4 in once you hit your 4 meetings. If you go above and beyond here, I'm just gonna mark the 4 times in Ohio. Yes, if you did the 8 for West Virginia, you'll get the credit West Virginia, but I'm not gonna keep going into Dragonfly with all the extra meetings if I don't need you there. And again, the last thing, this is the last time I'm gonna mention it. You gotta take responsibility here for yourself. If you are a Class 2 official in Ohio, you need to upgrade to Class 1 and take that test. You wonder why your name doesn't show up on the association vote at the end of the year? Because you're not eligible because you're not a Class 1 official. So, again, by my count, there are 8 Class 2 officials right now, not counting the rookie in Ohio. You're all eligible to upgrade early, even if you only put 1 year in. Okay? So if you haven't taken care of that, get it taken care of. If you need help with it, come talk with me. But you have to do that. I can't do it for you. So.
And the one reason to have your upgrade is, 1, to be a Class 1. 2,
We need to
the more
turn it
number
around.
Southeast District has of Class 1s, it gives us more participants to work the postseason. Right? So the less Class 1s automatically generates a certain amount of number we can have. The more we have, the more has an opportunity to work. That's why they tell you every Class 1 to be, or every official, as soon as you get your second year, class up to Class 1, so you can be, now, it might not, this second year official is not gonna get a postseason, but somebody else who's got 10 years in will have a shot now. Does that make sense? And that's what we're trying to give you.
Did I come back with a question?
And then one last thing, if you are a white hat for a crew working in Ohio, and you have week 11 and week 12 open in your schedule, and you are interested in being eligible to work playoffs in Ohio those first 2 weeks as a crew, come talk with me. I've got to fill out a form for crews that are available those 2 weeks. So that's, West Virginia's got regular season games for those 2 weeks. But if you're week 11 and 12 in Ohio, if your crew is open and you want me to put you guys into that document that I've got to fill out, white hats, come talk with me and I'll make sure to get that in there for you. If you work in Ohio and are free those weeks to be considered to get a playoff assignment during those first 2 weeks where they do them as crews instead of individuals, just let me know and I'll get that. I've got to get that filled out here by the end of the month. But just if you're interested in that, please let me know.
Are you allowed to say that you can work Saturday only, or is it only Friday?
I believe it's only Friday nights. The first 2 weeks, they don't have any Saturday playoff stuff.
Yeah, the only time they're doing Saturdays is when you get to the championship.
Yeah, it's just Friday. They don't do Saturday playoffs.
Unless they've got
Yeah.
too many teams in an area and then they have to utilize the field.
All right.
Or whatever. Did everybody get, that is in Ohio, get the Ohio Video Clinic complaint? Click on
I'll
this.
say, yeah, it was messed up, mine finally went through, so that's what I was gonna
Cause
take.
I know there were people online today talking about it, it was still saying, like mine, I went up there to Columbus, got credit for it, but
Yeah, your class
when I click on mine, it still shows Iowa volleyball. And there's still people having trouble getting it to load these days.
Yeah, mine finally went through.
You gotta get with them here, right? Yeah, it's nothing.
All right, I'm done.
All right, here we go. Lance is gonna talk to us about special reports.
Okay, so everybody, I know, it's Apple Play right here. Everybody has to know how to do this. This is not the responsibility of the white hat. This is the responsibility of the person that has an unsportsmanlike, or if you have a positive, action that you want to report for a school, anything about, the facilities or anything else that you want to do. Okay, so first, everybody knows the SSAC website. You go on here, just go log in like you normally would. I have 2 different logins. All right, when you go into login, you're gonna see, submit, enter special report. Okay, when you enter special report, it looks like this. Okay, this is what it first looks like whenever you do it. You want to make sure, let me zoom in a little bit forward, down more. Okay, so we zoom in. All right, so when it looks like this, the main thing is to get all this stuff correct. It's pretty self-explanatory, you just have to read it. Okay, so your sport, football, the date, whatever you're going to decide the date is, we'll say the 14th. You got to make sure that you pick what program. Is it varsity, JV, freshman, or middle school? So we're going to do middle school, boys, and then you find the team that was a member of it. We'll just say, for instance, I have one already mocked up here. We're going to say it is Milton and Huntington. So one thing you have to do, note the score. Okay, note the score when it happens, or the final score, either one you want to put in there.
They didn't score.
It doesn't matter, I just put something up here. All right, so,
It's an accurate score.
all right, you put up Milton Middle,
Visitors, you're the visitor.
put up Milton Middle, you put up Huntington Middle, you put the scores, whatever it is, okay, whatever it happens to be at that time, and then you want to keep going down. This is the big part that people don't do correctly. Report, email distribution, okay? The easiest way to do this is just to do 2 separate ones if it's for both teams, okay? Do one for the homeschool, which in this case would be Milton because it's the homeschool. So we're gonna do a homeschool email. This means it just goes to Milton. Huntington doesn't need to know what you're saying to Milton. Let their administration take care of it, okay? If it is for just a Milton or just for Huntington, don't put both. I do not want to hear that Barbersville had an ejection or something happened in a game against Huntington Middle because it's none of my business, okay? So just make sure when you're selecting this, you're selecting the right school. Like I said, if it happens with both teams, say you have a fight, do 2 separate ones, don't just do one, okay? Do 2 separate ones, and you can keep those people separated so you don't screw it up when you're typing it up. So for this instance, I'm just saying homeschool. This means it's only going to go to what school? Milton. So the only one's going to go to. Okay, next thing is required type. Okay, so you go in here, you pick which one you want. Positive, unsportsmanlike disqualifications. In this case, we're going to go disqualifications. The specific matter to be reported is ejection. Now, I just made up names when I did this. Okay, so what I do on the explanation, I know Wayne used to say be brief on these things. I understand he wants them brief, but it's very hard for me as an administrator to have a brief explanation of something and try to come up with the ruling for my kids too. So even if it is brief, this is not very much, but it explains what happened, right? I know that note the kid's number, the kid's last name, and where the school was. Throws a punch, another player from Huntington. I don't have to put the player from Huntington's number or name in here. It's not going to Huntington, it's only going to Milton.
Right.
So it's just telling to them that it happened to another player, not on their team, it was on another team. In the 3rd quarter of the game. Why is it important to put the time? Because if I gotta go review video, it's really simple to find it if you tell me where it is, it happened during the game, what part of the game. It's just much simpler to know that instead of just getting, it just happened at some point, okay? This resulted in an unsportsmanlike penalty, which results in number 7 Adkins getting ejected from the game. Okay, this little sidebar here is just another thing, because this was, for instance, what happened. Okay, so following the ejection, administration had to call the game because of the actions of the parents and coaches, and it just stopped. Okay, that just is a quick synopsis of what happened. but it tells me exactly what I need to know. I know that if I'm a principal at Milton, number 7 Atkins is gonna be suspended next game. It's that simple. Okay, I know what he did to get ejected. I know what the penalty was and it resulted. If you just put unsportsmanlike penalty, a lot of administrators don't know what that means. Okay, you've gotta let them know that they're ejected. That, they know what ejected means, right? So you know what you have to come from that. All right, does that make sense? So this report would just go to Milton. Now, if I wanted to do the other report and say I wanted to distribute to the visiting team, I just made it down here. Pretty similar, same thing. So number 33, Johnson from Huntington Middle, retaliated by punching the player from Milton that punched them. The retaliation resulted in number 33 receiving unsportsmanlike, which results in the ejection of number 33. Simple, but I know exactly what you're asking and what you're telling me, okay? And then the main thing is when you do this, what most people forget is just clicking all these buttons, okay? You've got to be able to report it. If you want to do a positive, put a positive in there. The schools like to hear if they did something positive. What could they do better? Okay, they like to hear those things. Yeah, Tyler.
I try to do at least one positive a year, especially if they bring food or administration takes you from the site all the way back to your locker room. They need to know that because a lot of places don't do that.
Right.
I definitely try to do one, at least one a year.
And it's nice.
Sure.
It's nice to hear those things.
I agree, yeah.
I mean, your all's
It's
jobs.
forgotten about.
Our jobs are already tough. I'm double dipping with your all's and theirs. So, but
If it is that scenario, like you just drew up, could we not just hit both, because both teams have one ejection?
why?
Why not?
I don't.
Why type it twice?
Because it's easier for it just, when it comes into those things, Eddie, you know FERPA stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because it could go into FERPA, and I mean, we're not reliable for that, but in my opinion, it's just much easier to do it twice. It doesn't take that long. Anytime you have an unsportsmanlike penalty, you have to do this. I usually do it when we're at dinner or whatever else. It takes less than 5 minutes.
Oh, no, it don't take long. I'm just saying, with one from each school getting tossed at the game.
I just don't like to read what the other schools happened. I'll just tell you that. As an administrator, I don't like seeing what the other team, because it's none of my business. Okay? They're gonna take care of their kids just like I'm gonna take care of our kids. And that's the way I separate it. Now, the SSAC, what they might require for you, Eddie, it might just be a vote. Okay? But I'm just telling you from an administrator's point of view, what I would like to see.
Right.
Okay? And I know you're in the schools too, so you know how it works and all that stuff, but.
I was just thinking purpose out, like that's a public spectacle, and everybody saw it happen anyway, but if both of them get ejected, why do two reports?
Correct, but at the same time, you just wanna make sure you get all the facts correct. And if you just do them one at a time, you're just doing the one side story and then you do the other side story. Instead of, you might get confused on your reports and everything else. It's just, I think it's easier, obviously it takes just a little bit longer, but, it's definitely needed. And then the main thing is, make sure you submit it, okay? I'm not gonna submit this one, obviously, but make sure you submit it. That instantly emails, the ADs, and the assistant principals, or the head principals, the report, and they get it, and they can take care of it. I know another thing this, year, cause I met with the WSSAC for admins and AD, administration at games are supposed to come meet with you before the game starts, with both coaches and officials, just to make sure that you know who the lead administrator is at the game, where the ambulance may be if there is one, which there always should be, and anything else you need to know. They're supposed to do that before the game starts, even middle school. So make sure that you are looking for them, because they want to talk to you, just so that you know that they're there and they can help you out. Now, are they going to do that? Not all of them, but most of them will.
Is their goal for all schools?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, you have nothing to do with this, but I'll just let you know, handshake lines are a big thing this year. So administration is supposed to be at the handshake line, the cheerleader's not allowed to be in it. So, I don't know why.
Wow.
I just want to let you all know that. You have nothing to do with it.
And we're off the field anyway.
There was an incident somewhere where she got punched by a football player by accident.
Yeah.
So they just want them separated.
And remember, if for some reason.
We did.
That administrator on call that you met with has to leave, or they're not present for some reason, all those duties fall back on the head coach.
Yeah. But special reports are very simple, very easy. Don't throw us unsportsmanlike just because you don't wanna do the special report.
It's his job.
Just do it, cause it helps the schools, okay? We're trying to help it just as much you are.
That's a good question, just to make sure that I told Phil right. That's not our job at the end of the game.
No.
No, you have nothing to do with referees. The referees don't do
Administration.
it. I was just telling you that's something that's, the administration's supposed to take care of.
And what Lance talked about, I think Larry addressed this at the clinic Thursday, about ambulances being at the game.
We're gonna move this.
Okay, Mike, you, what was he said? If there is not an ambulance at a game, play it.
Right.
Guys, and I'm gonna say this once again. To me, I understand what Larry's talking about, because there are some counties we'll go to that might have one ambulance for the entire county, okay?
Right.
I get that,
Hey, that's pretty. Tulsa.
Now, to talk about that, Lance could probably answer that better.
Lance, can you disconnect?
That's yours.
Oh, that's mine.
Some counties, the head coach knows that they cannot start a game without an ambulance, because it is county policy, correct?
So, Larry said that, but Cabell County policy is there has to be.
We're not gonna have an ambulance until
There
it
has
shows,
to be.
we're not gonna play until it
Right,
shows
right,
up.
So a county policy can supersede what the SSAC says.
Exactly, but that's, again, another reason why I have NSAO up there again. I get nothing out of it, guys. But if you join, it is expensive, it's $129, you can write it off on your taxes. But the insurance protection that you can get if something happens, heaven forbid anything happens in any of the games we work. But Ken can tell you this, he's an attorney, something happens in the game, you guys cast a wide net. Everybody's included, correct? I mean, am I correct? Yeah, so, guys, it's like, it's having it, but hoping you never have to need it, okay? It's one of those things. There's a lot of other things that are involved with it that are very good. If you travel, you get a discount at Courtyard Marriott, rental car, stuff like that. I like the referee magazine and the monthly stuff you get with it, but, it is well worth it if something were to happen.
Free, didn't we?
We don't get it, I mean, I don't know, I just sign up. It used to be NFA or whatever, we automatically got
We get something with the NFHS.
Liability,
Yes,
right.
but this is a whole lot more coverage.
Okay.
Yes, Scott? Huh? It's NASO, National Association of Sports Officials. NASO.com or .org, I can't remember which one. Yes, yes, this covers you, if you're a football, basketball, baseball, softball official, this covers you for all your sports. Okay?
The NSAO, the reason why this is better, because it covers non-scholastic as well. Versus
Yes.
the arbiter, if you're assigned a game an arbiter, it has its own insurance, but it has to be scholastic.
Right.
Where NSAO, if you're travel ball, you're doing all this other stuff, it
Yeah.
covers all.
We do travel ball, this protects us there.
No wonder you got it.
Yeah, I have to. Hey, I piss people off, so it happens. So, when,
How about getting you?
next thing we have, you reach out to the team. This is something that the SSAC still wants us to do on a yearly basis. These are the teams in our area. We've never really talked about doing middle school, but why not? But these are the teams.
You left off Chrome.
I didn't. Troy's got it.
Troy's going.
So we do need representation to go to at least the high schools, okay? So you want to take Huntington High?
The top two.
You'll take the top two. Okay. Who wants Spring Valley?
I'm going to Wayne Middle.
Okay, going
I'll
Wayne.
talk to Jay.
Well, you can take Wayne then too.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
take
so you got Wayne. We got Hurricane, Spring Valley, Tulsa, and Hannon. I have Hannon on there simply because they were represented at the meeting last week. I don't know if they're gonna have a team. They were represented at the meeting last week.
Really?
So,
You not there?
he was at the meeting.
He doesn't remember last night.
They got a
Huh? Barry will take care of Vincent. Scott, you wanna do CK? Okay. Spring Valley and CK. Mike, can you do
I'll
Hurricane?
talk to Hurricane High and Middle.
Okay, anybody want Tulsa or Hannon?
Jeff Wallace. Don't want
Well, I don't know.
Rex Foster take care of Tulsa.
Who?
Rex Foster, he does their side.
Okay, he'll take care of them then.
Yeah.
All right. And then, well, no, I'm not reaching out to him because I'll get stuck doing some of those games.
Swear, forget.
You forgot Buffalo Middle. I did forget about Buffalo Middle. So,
We got Barbersville, we got Hank Jason Barbersville.
I forgot Barbersville Middle too, didn't I? All right, Eddie, you got Barbersville? And Honey? Okay.
Scott will take Buffalo.
Scott, you'll take Buffalo? Awesome, thanks. All right, there we go. All right, scrimmages. Anybody have scrimmages? When does Tri-State start with their stuff?
So the first, you're talking about youth league?
Yeah.
The first Saturday is 23rd.
Okay.
And then the 24th, or 30th, excuse me, 23rd and 30th, first 2 weeks of scrimmage.
Okay.
And we'll have those assignments out next Saturday.
Okay.
Or next meeting.
Okay. I know, game schedules, varsity game schedules, JV middle, I've got some games to give out for JV and middle. We talked about rookies. Anybody have any questions about any of the new rules or any points of emphasis this year?
Thanks.
Anybody? Again, the mouthpieces are still considered adornments, but West Virginia made those illegal this year, even though the rule doesn't go into effect until next year, they're still illegal. If someone's wearing a tinted visor, they have got to have a letter from either Wayne or the new guy, Chris. So, preferably Chris Wells
Or Bo Rudd.
or Bo Rudd. So it has to be on
You
SSAC.
do not have to take it, right?
No, we just have to see it.
Gotcha.
So if somebody has a tinted visor, it has to be, a letter has to come from the SSAC, on SSAC letterhead or OHSAA. or SSAA, letterhead from Chris Wells or Bo Rudd. That's the big thing, and again, we're still giving the coaches, they still get their freebie. If somebody comes out with illegal equipment after the game starts, they get their one free play. Then from then on, and, that's it. All right, so we got a couple film clips to watch, and then we'll be out of here, guys.
Website?
Huh?
Website?
Website?
You want to talk about website?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Oh, that's right.
So right now, for 1 year use of the website, it is a cost to the association of $423. And right now, the guy's been paying, it's been me. So, what I suggest, I got a hold of GoDaddy, and that's where they host the website at. If we pay $359, it's a 3-year term for it, versus doing the every other month payment, which we've been doing at first when we first set it up, because out of ignorance, right? Just to get it up and running, get it going. I suggested to him that we would at least do a 3-year, which is $359, or do a 5-year, which is $599, something like that. But I want to hold off. There's another website that we can do a lot more on that might be cheaper.
Okay.
So, but I wanted to know the cost, the cost right now for the last year that I put out is $400 some. And then going forward, what would it be for over a year period of time? The new website, regardless if we do it with what we have currently, or we go with another one, would be the same link, but it would add a point where we could pay our dues on there that goes directly to our account versus a third-party system that charges a service fee.
Okay, nice.
So that would be the point I wanna add on to that, would be, hey, you wanna pay your dues, you pay it online, right? So that point, when it goes directly to the account versus going to a third party. So that's the one thing, but I'll find out for that for next meeting, but I just wanted that information out there.
So I do wanna make a motion, or you need something, I'll have you make the motion, of if there is an option for a multi-year payment that is cheaper than over the year, that we go ahead and vote that say yes, that we're gonna do that. Because right now, $400 some a year and $359 is a big difference.
Over 3 years.
Over 3 years.
Over 3 years.
So, we have a motion on the floor that if there's a multi-year option that is cheaper than a yearly option, that we take that motion. And I don't wanna say 3 or 5 because it might be cheaper to go 5 years.
Yeah.
Do we lose the domain name?
No, we're still
No matter what,
RCFOA.net.
no matter if I go to the other Wix, it's called a Wix system that I'm creating for another site right now, whatever it is, it's still our domain. We just take it from one location to the other. We purchased that per year, it's like $18 for a year, or like $25 a year, so it goes off wherever we plan it.
So do we have a second? Second? All right. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Alright, so that passed. Alright, so one of my favorite calls of all time is the horse call.
Horse call!
Oh, sorry, you got a question?
I got a question. I didn't look over the bylaws, I know you have to.
Yes.
I think we need to, redo them.
We discussed that.
Or update them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob's on the committee.
Bob's on the committee. We did discuss that, it's got there's multiple things we have to do.
Come see me after the meeting.
Am I on this?
You're now.
We talk about it at the dumpster.
Yeah, so, yeah, I got a cooler up after the meeting, we'll talk about it.
There we go.
Water. All right, so, yes, we got water. Some other activity. So, horse collar is one of my favorites. So who can tell me the horse collar rule?
I can yell, but I sure as hell don't know.
Yes, you can. If Tyler's ever at your games, the one thing you're gonna hear is horse collar above everything else. So simply put, you've got to be grabbed by the name inside the collar or at the nameplate, and you have to be pulled backwards or to the side.
Single man.
Single man.
Right.
Single man. And the big thing that you think about when you pull them backwards, the reason this rule is in effect goes back to Terrell Owens back during the Eagles' first run at the Super Bowl. He was actually grabbed backwards, his knees buckled, broke a bone in his ankle. Huh? I love it. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hate the Eagles. Yes. So that's beside the point.
So are we saying that it's only one direction?
No, it's backwards or to the side.
So it could be both, right?
Yeah.
It could be both.
Yeah.
Some people misinterpret that as like that's one direction.
So I wanted to say that prior to this video,
Okay.
and you'll see why when I play the video.
I want to know if you got this as a horse collar tackle, this is completely legal tackle, or maybe you see something else. I always like the.
Looks like rocks.
Where's Philip
We were getting ready to start a boxing match.
No? Yeah, drag it.
Hey, John, somebody on the next meeting minutes?
On the which one?
IT.
Yes.
That's good, just like that.
No, just blow it up.
Make it work. Easy.
There you go.
Yep. Yep. Yes.
Something,
Yes.
Dave, one
Yeah.
thing you didn't mention, you gotta bring him down.
Yeah.
You
I
didn't
thought
say
it
that.
said bring him down backwards to the side.
He's gotta go to the ground.
He's gotta come to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you say that.
Well, I assumed you guys knew I meant take him to the ground.
Well,
Oh,
you assume?
I assumed, you know what that does.
That's what Wayne's doing.
Why are we assuming about wrapping on it? You can't wrap them. If you wrap them up, it's off.
here, then you
Then you wrap it off.
go forward.
It's off.
Bear with me.
That's what I didn't know if it said wrap. In my mind, I was thinking wrap. It was one of these things.
That's the same.
Okay, that's what I just thought. My head. Yeah. You need help, Dave?
Hang on a second, guys. You're all right, brother. We got you.
Hey,
Oh,
Keith,
come AJ.
did you order that? What did I call you about yesterday?
That was today.
Was it today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
It's on the way.
Unless you already got one. The black one.
Not all high.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I want to know if you've got this as a horse collar tackle, this is completely legal tackle, or maybe you see something else. I always like to throw this something else up there because you just never know, we may be missing something. Or don't want to miss anything. Bill, what did you have on this? Did you have this little horse collar or not?
Horse collar tackle, he's grabbed in the area that, first of all, makes him suspect. He's forcibly pulled back down, you see the knees buckle, and he goes to the ground.
Okay, so you don't have an issue with him not going straight back, he's going to the side, that didn't affect your
No
nose?
issue with that whatsoever, he's buckled the knees, he pulls them down.
There you go, he goes back.
Okay, so Bill likes this as a horse collar, excellent. Now I'm going to ask Robert and see what Robert says. Robert, what did you have? And I'm sure that we've got some people who are, I got one person who says legal tackle in the text and stuff. What do you have?
Tim, I have horse collar tackle, and yes, the runner did fall to the side, but the defender clearly grabbed at the horse collar inside of the jersey at the nameplate area into the collar. So by definition in federation, this is horse collar. Now the thought that comes to mind here is, even as a back judge, I may throw on this because of safety. I don't see my wingman throwing on here, Tim, so that's something that I would like to talk about, is throwing in front of your crewmate on a safety foul.
Okay, so a lot of times the play's a play. We're not here to knock officials. I mean, we can talk about mechanics. So yeah, nobody threw a flag on it.
Anybody here have a problem if the back judge throws in if the short wing doesn't?
If it's a 7-man crew, it's his vision anyway.
Right.
Even a 6-man crew.
Even a 6-man crew, it's a deep wings guy. Deep wings look like that anyways, but.
Yeah, it should be 2 flags.
Should be 2, but I mean, anybody have an issue with the back judge throwing?
I mean, you could throw it and then come together and talk.
Right.
You know, I mean, what's wrong with that?
Dave asked that because his flag area is goal
As soon
line,
as you-
goal
my
line,
flag
goal
area is
line, goal
53
line,
4
sideline to
inches,
sideline.
40
As soon as you step on the field, he's in range.
wide and 100 yards long.
Hey guys.
Steph Curry in front of the flag.
You mentioned David.
I don't have a problem with that.
So that's that one, and I think we're all in agreement that was a very good look at a horse collar. And to me, NFHS, that's textbook. So I like this one simply because we talked about we had post scrimmage kick last week, and I think we all realize that once the ball crosses the line of scrimmage, PSK is okay. It's got to go PSK. You win.
I'll second. Okay. I heard it, son. That's what I heard.
We're asking ourselves, you're going to see where the action occurs. I'll show it a couple times. All right, where's our action? Right there. We got a couple flags on this. We've got holding. I'm just going to tell you right now, takedown. They're calling this a takedown. Holding. All right, let's go back. Here it is again. So we know we got a scrimmage kick, right? We know we got a scrimmage kick. We've got this foul occurring. And we've got flags. Bill, what do you got? What do you think this is? Do you think, where would you enforce this foul from?
Well, the kick was over.
Where would you enforce the spot from?
Into the room.
And that it was started a return. So the run ended up.
Go ahead.
The run ended up behind the spot of the foul, so I'm going at the end of the run.
All right, so Billy, you're gonna say end of the run on this one. All right, one more time, let me show it, and then I'm gonna bring up the results. We got, it looks like we got it, looks like we got enough. All right, I'm gonna walk it through, penalty enforcement. So we've got a scrimmage kick, ball's in the air. So right now, we have the potential for post-scrimmage kick enforcement. Why? How can we have post-scrimmage kick enforcement? The ball has crossed the neutral zone. In flight, doesn't necessarily, we've got a scrimmage kick that has crossed the neutral zone. All right, we can see it in the air. All right, so now post-scrimmage kick enforcement is active as a potential only until the kick ends. So when does the kick end? The kick ends right there. Now, going to our contact, you don't see it highlighted yet. Why isn't it not highlighted? Because the contact hasn't occurred yet. Nothing illegal has occurred. That is the end of our kick. Our kick is now over. Our loose ball play with the potential of having post-scrimmage kick enforcement now goes to a running play. Now we have a running play. What happens during the running play? We have holding by the receiving team. All right? Where is our basic spot? Our basic spot of enforcement is the end of the run. the foul occurs beyond the end of the run. Our basic spot at this is the end of the run. So we're going to walk this from where the player is down, our 10 yards, and then it'll be 1st and 10 for the receiving team. This is important that we walk through penalty enforcement this way. What type of play is it? What's the result of the play? And when did the foul occur? Every single week, a process. We develop a process. We develop a process. The process, the process, the process. And it might seem basic to a lot of people out there. They might have been, oh yeah, this is easy. This is the end of the run. It's not easy. Because what happens, okay? Let me walk you through a scenario. And I'm sure this has happened on your game. That foul comes out. I'm the referee. I go to the line judge and say, all right, what do you got? I got holding on the receiving team. And I go, well, when did it occur? And he gives you a look. He gives you like a, what do you do now? That's why we walk through this, because that happens. Because going back to the play, I want to show it one more time. If you go back to it, I mean, it should be very clear on our replay or on our video, but he's concentrating. Look at our line judge. Look at our line judge. They're concentrating on action. They might see this start. They might see the beginning of this and not know what happened, that the kick is ended yet. And now they see this action and they pull the trigger on it and they throw their flag. And now they're like, right there, you see the flags coming out. They may not know that the kick had ended. And you could end up enforcing this from the end of the kick, which would be wrong. You end up going PSK on this, which is not PSK. So that's why it's important that we have that process, that we walk through. When we throw a flag, we need to know that information. When we go to the referee, we need to have 5 or 7 or how many officials, referees on the field, so you know when you throw that flag, I got to know everything. I got to know, when did the foul occur? What type of play is it? What's the result of the play? And if I don't know, I better ask those questions and piece it together properly. All right, so that was a result.
So I throw that out there as a great reminder to all of us. Because I mean,
Well, no, his point that he's making is, and that's what I even was playing in my head with that play that you all had last week.
Yeah.
If that penalty happens while the ball's in the air, that's where you have the PSK comes into play.
And that's where it
so
gets back
even
to-
if you beanbag, the back judge beanbags where possession is gained, then he runs 10 yards, you're going back, and I'm just confirming this, I'm not exact, you're going back to where the kick ended, not the end of the run.
Right.
So you're going back even 10 yards
Yeah.
deeper, correct?
Yeah.
Well, since it's and that's why,
It was the exact question I was gonna ask.
okay, because that's why he's saying you've got to know when, and trust me, I've seen that look when you say, when did this happen or
I ain't got a
whatever.
clue.
Yeah, that's exactly the
He was
answer I got.
walking.
But that's why he's saying, when did it happen? Because if it happens in the air, it's loose ball, but again, PSK's in play. So you go to where the beanbag, he may return it 15 yards, but you're going back to the beanbag because it's a PSK. Okay, and I'm saying that not as a comment, but also even as a question confirmation.
Right.
So,
Billy?
So just as a question though, if you're watching your keys and I throw that flag, I shouldn't be watching where the ball is. Who the hell's gonna tell me if that is or not?
well, you gotta know that.
In that situation.
You gotta know that.
The line
If you're
judge-
if you're gonna administer it correctly.
Well, that's
But
where
I got a
Chief
feeling
Pro
that I know what
communication
you're
comes in.
saying, but come on, let's face it, we all, if I'm running downfield and I see a hold, I pretty much know where that ball's at. I know whether it's in the air or if it's on the return.
And it's something that the back judge is seeing the whole field in that situation, because they're watching the punt coming in, obviously they're watching the catch, but they can see on the peripherals that
And if
there's
they
a
see that
coming.
flag, yeah.
And they can know if it's coming in there. Also, the line judge who threw that penalty is looking towards the ball, so they should be able to see the hold and ball at the same time.
Right.
Even if you're not looking at it, you can still see it.
I mean, I'm not, even if you yourself didn't see it, and that's understandable, that's why they're saying, maybe get together and say, okay, back judge, did you see the flag come out? Yeah, did the receiver have the ball at that point? Those types of things.
And that ties into a situation we had first game last year. It was our first year as a crew. And we had a situation where there was a penalty in 4th down, and I didn't ask enough questions when it came to the enforcement part of it, because actually the result of the play would have gave the other team the ball instead of giving the penalty, and I didn't ask those extra questions. So white hats really have to take their time and ask the correct questions. What do we have here? When did it happen? Did they get a first down? What would the result be? And you gotta be able to know those questions and answers, and you gotta do it quickly, because if not, you're gonna get booed the whole time. But also, our job is to get it correct as well. We ended up changing it and giving it the right way, but it just wasn't done smoothly. So you've gotta know all those answers, even if it's not your job, you still need to help your crew know those answers and help them as best you can.
And it's an easy, I mean, we've all been there, we've all done it, an easy, well, I'm not sure, so we're just giving it at the end of the run. And that's still gonna happen, we're gonna have those, we're gonna have those, but if you've got, and some people might say I don't care, but if you've got an observer there, and an observer that knows their job, let me sort of emphasize that. Not
No
a guy.
names, video, no names.
Not a guy that, wants to come and get in free. They're gonna question you, they're gonna question you, they're gonna question you. They're gonna say, how come you did this and didn't do this when it looked like such and such? So,
We have a story about an observer, so that's why we're not saying that. So last video, does every targeting call require a DQ? No. Okay, that's what we're gonna talk about here. Short clip.
Quarterback and shotgun completes a pass to number 1 across the middle. As number 1 comes down to the ground, number 3 on the defense makes contact to the head neck area and is flagged for targeting by the linesman. Tim, we still have a defenseless player here. Is this a launch? Is this targeting?
Well, in high school, it's funny because they do designate what a defensive player is, but targeting in high school is making contact with the forearm or helmet above to the head or neck area. And on this play, it's obvious that the defender makes contact to the head or neck area and needs to lower his contact zone. I still think in this particular play, he has defenseless player status because he just completed the reception and had not truly became a runner yet. But ultimately, this is a good call. It's a safety foul, and they want players to lower the target zone.
All right, now let's go into the high school rule where you have the option for disqualification or not disqualification.
You all saw the hit. Targeting, no DQ, targeting, DQ.
No DQ.
No DQ. I think we're unanimous on that. That's just a guy that went high and made helmet contact.
Targeting. Would you put this in the disqualification category or not?
Well, I'm glad you worded it that option. It's not really an option. Is it a flagrant foul or not? Period. It's a difference in what type of foul it is. So if I go flagrant foul, then I have a DQ, disqualification. If I just call it targeting, then it's not. In this particular play, I don't know if it would elevate itself to the flagrant status because the runner is going down the ground somewhat, the receiver is. And even though I would like the defender to lower his contact zone, the contact itself doesn't seem vicious or violent. It just seems that it was high and that the player needs to learn to lower the contact zone.
It's one part of the high school rule that I do like, that they give you that flexibility to determine whether it's flagrant or not. And unfortunately, in the college game, if this would have been called targeting, there would have been no ifs, ands, or buts that disqualification goes with it.
All right, guys, thank you for your attention tonight. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor? See you all.